Hi, sweethearts. So, I want to talk with you about scarcity and abundance, but I don't just want to talk about what those words mean or how to reframe those ideas so that you can think your way into abundance, because really that doesn't do it, right? Because really what we're dealing with here is the feeling of scarcity, the feeling of loss, the feeling of I'm not going to get enough, the feeling of but I want that and I'm not getting it. You feel scarce, you feel the emptiness when something isn't coming through. And feeling abundant, while it may be the antidote to scarcity, it's difficult to be I'm just going to choose to feel abundance. That there are ways that you can filter for it, where you can code for it, where you can remind yourself of the true abundance you have, even when your heart or your belly is I'm not getting what I want. And really a lot of it comes down to what you say to yourself and what you choose to put your attention on. Because what you put your attention on amplifies. If you put your attention on I don't have enough, that feeling will grow and grow and grow, and you'll start doing all kinds of things to try to make sure that you get yours, whether it's setting controls on a sweetheart, or convincing yourself that you need to go after this special somebody who's showing you attention because it's finally here, and if I don't go after it right now, it's going to be scarce. We get a little fitsy when we feel like we're not going to get our needs met. But really, the feeling of abundance for me really begins with knowing that I can meet all my own needs and self-sourcing as much as possible. And when I've really done that, when I've self-sourced as much of my own needs as I can, then the needs that require another person or another creature, like this bee that wants to play with me, the needs that require another person, like connection and sex, become much easier to step into and receive and accept with a wide open, abundant heart, because you really have self-sourced first. And it's easy to say that love is abundant, and many of us have a reference point for that. It's easy to say that sex is abundant if you're slutty enough or promiscuous enough, or you have enough people that you're attracted to. You could conceivably have sex as much as you want to. But where the poly rubber meets the road, as I see it, is more in the practical, in the 3D, scarcity around the calendar, or scarcity around the type of attention that we're going to receive from a loved one, or that we get to spend with a loved one. It's the quality time. And let's talk about time. Even poly folks will be yeah, love is infinite, but time is a finite resource, and time is precious. It's true. But really it's if we're in love, or we're seeing each other, or we have a desire to just keep relating, then until further notice, the intention is an indefinite number of tomorrows that I'll be available to connect with you and love you and receive yours. And so if you're not getting what you want in the moment, or when you're looking at Google Calendar with your beloved for this week, and they've got 3 dates with other people, and you're going, when am I going to get mine? It's soon. There are so many tomorrows that we can fill with us. So many. We're not going to run out. There's no end in sight. So if I don't see you this week, then let's set a different intention for next week, when we get to spend more quality time together. And so even things like time become more abundant because you start taking a longer view of it. The same is true with quality attention. The number of hours or days that you spend with a beloved does not actually add up to abundance. It adds up to possibility for connection, available time for connection, but you've probably had incredibly meaningful interactions with somebody that lasted for an hour or 15 minutes or 2 minutes, just a really passing, blow your mind conversation. Time is not the thing that makes it work. It's quality of presence. And so as far as abundance is concerned, if you really put your full self into every moment, with your beloved, with whoever it is you're relating to, and you really immerse yourself. This is what I'm choosing right now. I'm choosing to connect with you right now, and you really drop into that fully. The net feeling that you're left with, like the net feeling, the embodied feeling that you're left with afterward is fulfillment, like enoughness, full. My heart is full. My cup runneth over. I feel abundant. And it wasn't anything that could be quantified that made that possible. So abundance is not derived from counting big numbers. It's a side effect of believing that the world has everything you need, and that love has everything you need, and that you have everything you need. And if you really rest in those and remind yourself at the times when you don't feel that way with like a mantra or just some kind words of affirmation or some light touch, just like, hey, I got you. We got so many tomorrows. We got so much time. Quality time is what we create it to be. And we can create an abundance of it with heart and will alone.